of fire. The first takes us into the very center of a raging forest fire. A small hunting party has set up camp in a remote area of the Montana wilderness, and there's only one road into that camp. And as night falls and the flames draw nearer, it becomes all too clear that there is no way out.
My brother Bob and I and a few of the other guys had been hunting in the Beartooth game management area for the last 18, 20 years. We go up there every fall during deer and elk season.
It was warm out, and I suppose the temperature was in the 50s, maybe 55 or even warmer. Not much wind. It was just a beautiful day.
And I had two horses up there. Waco, he'd probably been up there with me for the last 12 years. And the younger one, Bodine, this was her first trip up in this particular area. She'd never been up there before.
She did excellent.
And that evening, well, after we got back down to camp, everything was normal. But then, about 15 minutes later, we noticed a vehicle leaving, and he was honking his horn quite loudly. So we stepped out to see what the commotion was.
And we'd happened to look back down the road and saw nothing but a big forest fire coming to us.
Holy shoot. You won't believe this. This is what we got coming towards us. Our forest fire, and that's the only way out right there. Our hearts are just pounding. Right now we're trying to get all these vehicles and everything in a circle. We're going to put all the horses in the center. If worst comes to worst, we'll let them go.
Some of the people wanted to ride out on horses, and they just saddled their horses up and rode out and left their vehicles and stuff there.
These guys are not trying to make that road out.
They decided to try and outrun it on their horses, which was a very, very foolish thing. It's getting unreal. I have never seen such a thing in my entire life.
The rest of us decided we'd stay and protect our animals and our vehicles, because we didn't think you could outrun it. It was moving so fast, coming at us so fast.
We thought about taking off, but we'd be losing all of our trailers and everything else here, so we decided to fight the grass fire around us. It's getting big.
Jeff, grab some blankets. Grab a bunch of blankets. If we have to, we'll wet them down and lay in the creek.
My brother Bob suggested everybody get in the creek and try to get as wet as they could.
Let's go. You ready to go? Get your coat and let's get in the creek. Well, if we're going, I'm letting those horses go before I go anywhere.
They might get out of it. We ain't got no chance.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
When we thought we were going to have trouble making it through ourselves, we just let the horses go. Took the ropes off and just let them go and just hope the best for them.
Okay, here it comes. Here it is. It's all around us. We're completely surrounded right now. Big flames. Not a very good picture. The reason is I'm shaking so damn bad.
It was just pitch black from the smoke. And I heard all the voices screaming.
I don't know. We're born.
Get out of that sky! Hey! Come on! Grab a bunch of blankets. We have to, we'll wet them down. Right by your spot. Never seen such a thing.
There's no place for us to go. Say your prayers, buddy.
When the fire hit our campsite, it engulfed camper trailers, wall tents, horse trailers, and anything that was left in the open.
These are what's left of the vehicles.
Check out that camper trailer.
All these vehicles that are burning are the ones that tried to outride it on their horses.
Hey, those are live rounds going up.
There was so much heat in these trucks from burning up that all these bullets started going off.
We just got to watch that and worry about the shells over there, Darren.
What shells are they at?
They're all in those trucks and campers right there. There's bullets going off, propane bottles. You don't know where to stand. I can't really take you around. There's so much smoke. The majority of the fire's all around us.
We thought the fire would have us a couple of times. We actually thought that was the end.
I didn't think we'd ever make it through it.
Oh, but you hear all the bullets? Sound like a submachine gun down there. That's all we can do is hope.
Yeah, boy.
There, this is going up the hillside. Still burning. Quite a bit out of control.
When the fire got near us, we'd used a creek to lay in and get wet in wet saddle blankets and stuff to beat out the flames.
I think we're okay if we can just put up with the smoke.
We had wet bandanas, and we were breathing through those. The smoke was so bad. But we had the fire controlled there.
Terry, we got our light, buddy. We got our light.
Here we are. Made it through the fire. Just down to small flames around here. Oh, vehicles burning, fence posts, a few trees. Most everybody's too nervous to go to bed, and we'll keep an eye on the vehicles that we did save. They're loaded down, and we don't want no sparks to get in and catch it on fire.
We were darn lucky.
We feel as if we're okay. But as you can see, it's still roaring in the background.
I was always worried about my 2 horses because we didn't think they would have a chance.
We hope they're okay. You can see it's still a lot of hot spots, still smoldering, little flames. Fire has moved on elsewhere. One heck of a fire. We were a bunch of scared puppies. Well, this is the morning after. Just unreal, all this is, man. Just unreal.
Next morning, after the fire was over, and we came out and trying to inspect and make sure everybody was still all right and see what was left.
Nothing left.
Everything was gray. It was amazing what a forest fire could do.
Those are 2 campers, believe it or not. Right here was where some of the guys laid in the creek for probably about 45 minutes. Everything else around is just burnt.
We were standing out there, and the smoke had cleared a little bit, and we heard a noise out of the side of the truck.
We heard this whinnying from a horse behind us, so we got out, and sure enough, they were my horses. And they were the only ones that came back.
And guess who came home? Waco and Bo. Bo knows. Bo got pinned pretty good.
Bodine, who had never been up in that area, her mane was pretty well gone, her tail, her whole body was singed. Waco was in real good shape. A little bit of singe around the hooves, but other than that, he was just fine.
They made it. That's about it.
Everybody that was left in camp, we all drove out together.
Still burning, just went and crashed off. Laying right down there alongside the road. Lucky didn't come down and crash on the truck.
Being in this fire was the scariest thing I have ever gone through in my life.
Holy shoot.
I'm glad I videotaped the fire so other people can possibly get an idea what an experience this was.
Our hearts are just pounding. There's no place for us to go.
And everybody that has seen the tape that I am aware of is amazed that you could go through something like that and still come out alive.
Investigators believe that the fire started at another campsite and spread rapidly due to the dry and windy conditions. The blaze destroyed nearly 90% of the 32,000-acre range, but incredibly, not one human life was lost. Our second view of fire is unique given the circumstances. It took place during last year's storm of the century. Now, you'd think that during a deluge of rain and floods, that fire would be your last worry. Well, you'd be wrong. Because after the fire starts, the real worries begin.
That's my father coming in the back door on a boat, everybody. A boat, I tell you.